Hey everyone! Today I am going to talk to you about pH. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel after watching this video, and if you're watching from our Facebook page, please follow us here on Facebook. Now, let's get started. So what is pH? pH measures how acidic or basic something is. The scale range is from 0 to 14, and the scale is logarithmic. Now let's go even deeper with the information about pH. Let's talk about acids. Acids have more H plus ions, or hydrogen ions, than OH minus ions, or hydroxide ions. The pH is less than 7 for acids. Here is an example of an acid. An example of an acid is lemon juice. Now let's move on to bases. For bases, there are more OH minus ions, or hydroxide ions, than H plus ions, or hydrogen ions. The pH is greater than 7 for bases. Here is an example of a base. An example of a base is baking soda. Now let's move on to things, or I should say solutions, that are neutral. For solutions that are neutral, there is an equivalent number of OH minus ions, or hydroxide ions, and H plus ions, or hydrogen ions. The pH is 7 for neutral solutions. Here is an example of something that is neutral. Something that is neutral is pure water. Now let's move on to identifying whether something is acidic, basic, or neutral. A solution has a pH of 8. Is it an acid, a base, or is it neutral? Well, let's think about it. The scale goes from 0 to 14. If something is neutral, then its pH is 7. If it is less than 7, then it is an acid, and if it is greater than 7, then it is a base. The number 8 is greater than 7, so this solution is a base. We have figured out that this solution is a base. Now let's move on to the next one. The pH of a solution is 7. Is it an acid, is it a base, or is it neutral? Well, let's think about it. The scale runs from 0 to 14. If something has a pH of 7, then it is neutral. If something has a pH that is less than 7, then it is an acid, and if something has a pH that is greater than 7, then it is a base. Since the pH is 7, the solution is neutral. We have figured out that the solution is neutral. Now let's move on to the next one. The pH is 2. Is this solution acidic, basic, or neutral? Well, let's think about it. The scale runs from 0 to 14. If something has a pH of 7, then it is neutral. If something has a pH that is less than 7, then it is acidic. If something has a pH that is greater than 7, then it is a base. The number 2 is less than 7, so this solution is an acid. We have figured out that this solution is an acid. I hope you understood the things that we discussed about pH. I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you learned from this video, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And if you're watching from our Facebook page, please follow us here on Facebook. Please support us as we create and provide educational videos, so please hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching from our Facebook page, please hit that follow button. Check out more videos on YouTube and on our Facebook page. Also stay tuned for more videos.